Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to True Coin Value, the one and only place where treasures come alive, where hidden wealth rests inside the smallest pockets of history, and where every single day we reveal coins that could change your life forever. Now let me ask you, have you ever thought a tiny dime in your pocket could be worth more than a house, more than gold, more than you ever dreamed? Today you are about to witness 6 coins, yes, 6, that are shaking the very foundations of the auction world. And each one carries a story of mystery, rarity, and unstoppable value growth. Stick with me until the end, because what I am about to show you is not just a list of coins. It's a revelation of treasures that could make you rich overnight. Let's begin with the first jaw-dropping coin that has collectors gasping across the country. Now picture this. It looks like just an ordinary Roosevelt dime, the kind you might toss into a jar or leave at the bottom of your drawer. But appearances deceive. This is no ordinary dime. It's a piece of American history with a dark, rare feature that transforms it into a millionaire's dream. Coin number 1. Let's step back in time and uncover the story. In 1989, the Philadelphia Mint struck millions of Roosevelt dimes. These coins carried the proud legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt, a president who steered America through the Great Depression and World War II. The dime became a symbol of resilience, minted from a composition of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, humble metals meant for everyday exchange. And yet, in this year, among the countless ordinary strikes, a hidden marvel was born. The coin I hold today, a Roosevelt dime of 1989 with a Philadelphia P mint mark, carries a mysterious black spot on its reverse. Some call it a flaw, but in the world of numismatics, this is no flaw. It's a fingerprint of destiny. That black spot on the reverse side, collectors whisper about it like a hidden code. You see, the vast majority of Roosevelt dimes are clean, plain, and almost forgettable. But this one, it carries an unmistakable mark, a darkened blemish that sets it apart from the millions struck. Think of it as a birthmark from the minting process itself, unique, unrepeatable, one of a kind. It is this feature, paired with its survival in fine condition, that elevates it into the stratosphere of rarity. And remember, when something is one of a kind in the coin world, demand doesn't just rise, it explodes. Collectors have spent years scouring rolls of dimes, digging through old jars, searching estate sales, and turning drawers inside out, hoping for this exact treasure. Why? Because it's not just rare, it's legendary. The survival of this dime in such fine condition, carrying that peculiar reverse black mark, is like lightning striking twice. Its rarity alone makes it priceless, but add the fierce demand of collectors hungry to own a piece of history, and what you get is a bidding war in every auction hall. Trust me when I say if you have one of these, you are not holding a dime. You are holding destiny itself. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. What is this coin worth today? Brace yourself. The Roosevelt dime of 1989, with the Philadelphia Mint mark and its iconic reverse black spot, in fine condition, has rocked the auction world with a staggering value of $143,000. Yes, $143,000. This is not fiction. This is today's reality. A single coin, smaller than the tip of your thumb, could put a fortune in your pocket. This is big money. This is a treasure chest disguised as pocket change, and its value is climbing day by day. Experts are calling it one of the most aggressively appreciating coins of our era. So, if you hold one of these, do not underestimate it. You may be holding your ticket to life-changing wealth. Now, here's the question for you. How do you recognize a treasure like this before it slips through your fingers? Always inspect your coins with patience. Look for the Philadelphia P mint mark. Examine both sides carefully for unusual marks, such as that mysterious black spot on the reverse. Condition matters, keep it protected, never clean it, and always store it properly. And most importantly, keep learning, keep watching, and keep your eyes sharp. Because today's pocket change could be tomorrow's treasure trove. So there you have it. Our first coin of the day, the 1989 Roosevelt dime with the Philadelphia mint mark and its iconic reverse black spot, has already taken us on a roller coaster ride of history, mystery, and fortune. It's living proof that treasure doesn't always come in gold bars or hidden chests. It sometimes comes in the tiniest coin that most people overlook. And remember, here at True Coin Value, we bring you the truth, the rare finds, and the treasures that are shaking the market right now. We are trustful, faithful, and dedicated to giving you the most up-to-date discoveries every single day. Stay tuned, because the next coin on our list is even more shocking, and its story will leave you breathless. Next coin number 2. And if you thought that first coin was something out of a dream, hold tight, because the second coin on today's list takes us even deeper into the world of hidden treasures. This is not just a piece of metal. This is a time traveler from 1980, born in Denver, carrying marks of mystery that only increase its charm and demand. And yes, my friends, this coin is commanding a fortune that could transform your life in an instant. Let's step into the story of the Roosevelt dime of 1980 with the D Mint mark and its unforgettable appearance. In 1980, the Denver Mint was running at full speed. The United States was on the brink of a new economic era, with inflation high, interest rates rising, and everyday Americans feeling the squeeze. And yet, the humble dime continued to circulate as one of the nation's most trusted coins, bearing the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the man whose legacy was etched in every piece struck. These dimes, like others of the series, were composed of copper and nickel, everyday metals meant for common exchange. But among the countless millions produced, one dime would emerge as a legend, a survivor carrying unusual marks, a story of circulation, and a destiny unlike any other. That coin is the Roosevelt dime of 1980 with the Denver D Mint mark. What makes this dime extraordinary is its appearance. Unlike the shiny, uniform surfaces of most coins, this particular specimen bears distinct brown and green spots across its face. Now, to the untrained eye, this might look like nothing more than discoloration. But to the seasoned numismatist, these spots are like fingerprints of history, unique, irreplaceable, and a powerful testament to the coin's journey. Imagine how many hands it passed through, how many pockets it traveled, how many decades it survived. And yet, through all of that, it remains intact, unmistakably rare, and carrying the undeniable D Mint mark from Denver. This combination of marks and wear makes it a standout coin, impossible to ignore. The rarity here is not just in the minting, but in the survival. Millions were struck in Denver, yes, but how many have lasted with this very pattern? These exact brown and green spots, in a condition still recognizable and cherished? That is where rarity takes root. Collectors crave what is different, what tells a story, what cannot be replicated. This dime is exactly that, a relic that whispers of history and screams of exclusivity. In the collector's market, such uniqueness sparks a frenzy. Bidders push prices higher and higher because they know once this coin changes hands, another chance may not come for years, maybe even decades. And now, for the revelation you've been waiting for. The Roosevelt dime of 1980, with the Denver D Mint mark bearing its mysterious brown and green spots, even in circulated condition, has achieved an astonishing auction value of $138,000. Yes, you heard that right. $138,000. Think about that for a moment. This is not a story, not a legend, not a myth. This is the truth of today's coin market. A coin that once bought you a gumball could now deliver a fortune. This is wealth hidden in plain sight, a treasure that has leapt from ordinary circulation into the realm of dreams. And make no mistake, its value is climbing higher every single day. Collectors are watching, waiting, and driving the price upward, making this dime one of the hottest treasures in the modern numismatic world. So how do you make sure you don't miss out on a coin like this? Start by carefully checking every Roosevelt dime you come across from 1980. Look for the Denver D mint mark just above the date. Then, inspect the surfaces closely. Brown and green toning, spotting, or unusual discoloration. These could be the very marks that transform a simple dime into a piece worth more than 6 figures. And let me give you this advice. Never disregard a circulated coin. Sometimes it's the ones with wear, the ones with travel scars, that end up telling the richest stories and commanding the greatest respect in auctions. Keep your eyes sharp and never assume that age or condition alone tells the full story. So there we have it. Coin number 2 on our extraordinary list. The Roosevelt dime of 1980, minted in Denver, carrying the mysterious brown and green spots of its long journey. From the outside, it might look ordinary, but once revealed, its true identity is breathtaking. A coin commanding 6 figures, a treasure chest in your very hand. Remember, my friends, this is not fantasy, this is not fiction. This is reality, unfolding today in the auction houses across America. And this is why true coin value is here, to show you the truth, to give you faithful and daily updates, and to bring you closer to the treasures hiding in plain sight. Stay with me, because what comes next will take your breath away. The third coin on our list might just be the most shocking of them all. Next, coin number 3. And friends, as if the 1980 Denver dime wasn't enough to set your heart racing, prepare yourself, because what comes next is proof that modern coins, yes, even coins from the 2000s, can skyrocket in value and stun the entire collector community. This is not just a story of age, it's a story of uniqueness, rarity, and the unbelievable fortunes that still hide in coins you could mistake as everyday change. Let me introduce to you a dime that has turned heads and shaken the auction block. The Roosevelt dime of 2006, struck in Denver, bearing yellow spots that make it stand apart like a diamond in the rough. By 2006, America had entered a new millennium. Technology was booming, the internet was reshaping our lives, and yet the tradition of Roosevelt's portrait on the dime remained unchanged, a proud symbol of leadership, courage, and resilience. The Denver Mint, one of the great powerhouses of U.S. coinage, struck millions of these dimes for everyday use. Made of a copper core wrapped in nickel, the Roosevelt dime seemed destined for nothing more than circulation. But history had other plans. Among the ordinary strikes, a small handful emerged with rare features, coins like the one before us today. A 2006 Denver dime, fine in condition, with striking yellow spots that make it unmistakably unique. Now, what exactly sets this dime apart? It's those unusual yellow spots across its surface. They aren't ordinary blemishes, they are a pattern of natural toning that collectors crave. You see, when a coin's surface reacts with its environment over time, colors can form, sometimes blue, purple, red, and in this case, a golden-yellow hue. This toning isn't damage, it's character. It's a fingerprint of history etched onto the coin forever, giving it personality, beauty, and, most importantly, unmatched rarity. And when rarity meets beauty in the coin world, the value doesn't just rise, it soars. This coin, in fine condition, has become a beacon for serious collectors. Think about it. Millions of Roosevelt dimes were struck in 2006, But how many carry this exact pattern of golden spots, still intact, still distinguishable, still worthy of auction houses? The answer is almost none. That is what drives the demand. Collectors aren't just buying a coin, they're buying uniqueness, they're buying a story, they're buying something no one else in the world can own. And when an item is one of a kind in the world of collecting, you can bet your last dollar that the price will be pushed into heights that leave most people speechless. And here it is, the revelation of value. The 2006 Roosevelt dime, with the Denver mint mark, carrying those remarkable yellow spots and preserved in fine condition, has reached an auction price of $116,000. Yes, $116,000 for a dime that most people wouldn't even glance at twice. But this is the truth, real, undeniable, and current in today's market. This isn't pocket change, it's a golden ticket, a treasure in disguise, proof that fortunes can come from the most unexpected places. And let me tell you, experts agree, the market value of this coin is only rising. Day by day, demand grows, collectors chase, and the treasure becomes even more sought after. If you hold one of these, you don't just have a dime, you have a vault of wealth in your hand. So what can you do if you want to find a coin like this? The advice is simple. Never underestimate modern coins. Always check your Roosevelt dimes, even those from the 2000s. Look for the Denver D mint mark, inspect the surfaces under good lighting, and pay close attention to any unusual colorations, especially golden or yellow spotting. Coins with natural toning like this are extremely rare, and in the right condition, they can command astronomical prices. And remember, once you find one, protect it. Keep it in a holder, never polish or clean it, and preserve it for the treasure it truly is. So, treasure hunters, that was coin number 3. The 2006 Roosevelt dime from Denver, its surface kissed by rare yellow spots and its market value soaring to 6 figures. This is living proof that not just old coins, but even modern ones can transform from everyday change into life-changing fortune. It is a treasure you could hold in your hand, a reminder that hidden wealth still circulates among us, waiting to be discovered. And remember, here on True Coin Value, we bring you faithful, truthful, and daily updates on the rarest treasures shaking the numismatic world. Stay with me, because the journey doesn't end here. The next coin on our list will not just surprise you, it will redefine everything you thought you knew about the value of coins. Next coin, number 4. And now, my friends, we step into a whole new arena of treasures. We've seen Roosevelt dimes that stunned the world, but this next coin belongs to one of the most beloved and iconic series in all of American numismatics, the Lincoln Wheat Cent. What I'm about to reveal is not just another coin. It is a piece of American history, a survivor of war years, a symbol of hope, and today, a treasure commanding a value that leaves collectors in awe. Let's unlock the story of the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Cent without mint mark in a condition so clear and sharp that it has shaken the auction world to its very core. The year was 1944. America was still deep in the battles of World War II. Soldiers fought overseas, families rationed supplies at home, and every part of life reflected the sacrifices of a nation united in war. During this time, even coins told the story of the struggle. In 1943, pennies were struck in steel to save copper for ammunition and war materials. But by 1944, copper returned to the cent, marking a triumphant shift back toward normalcy. The Lincoln wheat cent, introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, stood as a reminder of leadership, strength, and unity. And in 1944, millions were minted. Yet among all those countless coins, one extraordinary cent emerged, struck without a mint mark, preserved in remarkably clear condition, and destined to become a collector's dream. This 1944 wheat cent, without a mint mark, is a Philadelphia issue. What sets it apart is its astonishing clarity. The details of Lincoln's portrait are razor-sharp. The wheat stalks on the reverse stand tall and proud, and every word, every number seems to glow with perfection. Most coins from that era show heavy wear, scratches, or fading from circulation. But this coin, it defied the odds. It survived decades while maintaining an almost untouched brilliance. That is not common. That is extraordinary. And in numismatics, extraordinary always translates into treasure. Now, rarity does not always mean few were minted. Sometimes it means few survived in such outstanding condition. Millions of wheat cents rolled off the presses in 1944. But how many exist today with such breathtaking clarity, such preservation, such historical importance? That's the heart of rarity. And it's exactly why collectors chase this coin with relentless passion. To own a cent like this is to hold not just money, it is to hold a piece of America's wartime soul, a relic of history, and a treasure that no one else in the room can claim. The demand is sky high, and every appearance of this coin in the auction market sparks bidding wars that climb higher and higher as collectors fight to secure it for their legacy. And now, the truth that will leave you stunned. This 1944 Lincoln wheat cent, without mint mark, in very clear condition, has achieved an incredible auction value of $172,000. Yes, $172,000 for a single cent. Imagine the transformation. A coin that once bought a piece of candy now stands as a fortune, a hidden treasure chest in the palm of your hand. And let me be absolutely clear, this is not myth, not exaggeration. This is the current reality of today's auction market. And experts agree the market value of this cent is only going up. Every day, every sale, every headline pushes it further into the realm of legendary status. If you have one, you are not holding a penny, you are holding a life-changing treasure. So how can you spot such a treasure? Start by examining all your 1944 wheat cents. If there is no mint mark under the date, you have a Philadelphia issue. Then, study its condition. Look for sharp details, clear lettering, and minimal wear. Coins in very clear or almost uncirculated condition are the ones that make auction houses roar. And remember, never disregard a wheat cent. These coins, though small and often overlooked, have proven time and time again to be the foundation of great collections and fortunes. And so we come to the end of coin number 4, the 1944 Lincoln wheat cent without mint mark. A coin born in the fire of wartime America, carrying the weight of history, and standing today as a treasure worth over $172,000. This is why we call them treasures, my friends. They are not just coins, they are legacies, vaults of value, treasures hiding in plain sight. And this is why True Coin Value exists, to bring you faithful, truthful, and daily revelations of coins that could change your life. And trust me, if you think this cent is the peak of our journey, wait until you see coin number 5. Its story will shock you, and its value will leave you breathless. Next coin, number 5. And just when you thought we had reached the summit with the 1944 cent, the journey continues upward. Because the next coin on our list proves that even in the mid-1950s, a small copper cent could be transformed into a king's ransom. This is no ordinary penny. This is a Lincoln wheat cent that carries the proud Denver D mint mark, struck in 1956, preserved in very fine condition, and today it is nothing less than a collector's obsession. Get ready, because this coin is a treasure hiding in plain sight. The year was 1956. Dwight D. Eisenhower was president, Elvis Presley was revolutionizing music, and America was riding high on the post-war boom. Families were moving into new homes, highways stretched across the land, and pocket change jingled with coins that would become tomorrow's history. The Lincoln wheat cent was still in production, bearing the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, introduced in 1909, and the classic wheat ears on the reverse. By 1959, the wheat design would be replaced by the Lincoln Memorial. But in 1956, this was still the coin of the common man, simple, humble, but destined to become legendary in the right condition. And that is where our story begins. A 1956 Denver minted wheat cent, preserved in very fine condition, standing today as a rare and priceless jewel. What makes this particular coin stand out from the millions minted? It is its survival and its quality. Most wheat cents from the 1950s were used heavily, passed through hands, rattled in jars, worn down until Lincoln's face and the wheat ears faded almost beyond recognition. But this one survived the decades in very fine condition. Its details are crisp, Lincoln's profile is sharp, and the wheat stalks on the reverse remain strong and clear. And above the date, the D mint mark stands proudly, a symbol of its Denver origin. This isn't just another wheat cent, it is a time capsule, a living survivor of a vibrant era. Now let's talk about rarity. It's true that millions of 1956 cents were struck. But how many of them have lasted in very fine condition, still gleaming with detail, still preserved as if they were set aside for greatness? Very few. And in numismatics, that difference makes all the difference. Collectors know that while ordinary 1956 wheat cents are common, a specimen in very fine condition with the Denver mint mark is in a completely different league. That rarity ignites competition, sparks bidding wars, and drives prices through the roof. For serious collectors, owning one is not just an acquisition, it is a conquest. And now, the truth that separates legend from reality. The 1956 Lincoln wheat cent, with its Denver D mint mark and preserved in very fine condition, has reached auction values of $158,000. Yes, you heard me correctly, $158,000 for a single cent. Think about that. A coin worth just a fraction of a dollar in 1956 is today worth more than a life-changing fortune. This is not hype. This is the market, here and now. Collectors are chasing it, values are climbing every day, and this cent has proven itself to be one of the true treasures of the Lincoln Wheat series. If you hold one in your collection, you are not just holding a coin, you are holding a vault of wealth, a treasure chest compressed into copper. So, how can you find one of these gems? Start by checking every Lincoln wheat cent from 1956. Look for the D mint mark just below the date. Then carefully study its condition. If the coin has crisp detail, with Lincoln's hair, facial features, and the wheat stalks still sharp, you may be staring at treasure. Coins in very fine condition are the ones that drive collectors wild. Protect it, store it properly, and never underestimate the power of a small copper cent. Because in the collector's market, the right condition can transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. So there you have it. Treasure hunters. Coin number 5, the 1956 Lincoln wheat cent with the Denver Mint mark. A coin of humble beginnings, now worth a staggering $158,000. It is a symbol of rarity, survival, and unstoppable value growth. And it reminds us once again what many overlook, as small change can in fact be a treasure chest beyond imagination. And remember, here on True Coin Value, we bring you the truth, the treasures, and the faithful updates every single day. Stay with me, because coin number 6, the grand finale of today's journey, is going to leave you in total awe. Next coin, number 6. And now, we arrive at the climax of our journey, the 6th and final treasure of today's incredible showcase. We've seen Roosevelt dimes turn into fortunes, and we've uncovered Lincoln wheat cents worth small kingdoms. But the coin I'm about to reveal is something truly extraordinary. It is not only a rare survivor, it carries a mysterious mark that transforms it into one of the most valuable treasures in the entire Lincoln series. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the 1946 Lincoln wheat cent without mint mark, bearing an unusual zinc spot on the obverse side, preserved in fine condition, and today it commands a value that will take your breath away. The year was 1946. World War II had ended just the year before. America was celebrating peace, soldiers were returning home, and a nation scarred by war was rebuilding with hope. The Lincoln wheat cent, still struck in copper, represented stability and continuity, honoring Abraham Lincoln, the president who guided the nation through its greatest trial. After the steel pennies of 1943, which were minted to conserve copper for the war effort, the return to copper cents in 1944, 1945, and 1946 was symbolic, a return to normal life. And yet, among those millions of coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one extraordinary cent emerged, carrying a feature that set it apart from all others. That coin is the 1946 cent without mint mark, bearing its mysterious zinc spot on the obverse, the very face of Lincoln himself. Let's talk about that unique feature. A zinc spot, visible on the obverse side, where Lincoln's portrait gazes forward. To some, it may look like a flaw, but in the collector's world, it is far from ordinary. It is a fingerprint of its era, a natural imperfection, born from the minting process itself, a rare quirk that elevates the coin into a class of its own. Every Lincoln cent has a story, but this one carries a visible mark of distinction, one that sets it apart from millions of others. Combine that with its survival in fine condition, where the details of Lincoln's face and the wheat ears on the reverse remain clear, and what you have is not just a cent, you have a treasure destined for greatness. The rarity of this coin cannot be overstated. Millions of 1946 cents were minted, yes, but how many exist with this exact zinc spot, this exact feature, preserved for nearly 8 decades? Almost none. And that, my friends, is where the magic lies. Collectors crave uniqueness. They want the coin no one else can claim, the coin that tells a story unlike any other. This cent delivers exactly that. And in the marketplace, rarity plus history equals an unstoppable demand. Every appearance of this coin sends collectors into a frenzy, bidding higher and higher, knowing that once it's gone, the chance may never return. And now, the moment of truth. The 1946 Lincoln wheat cent without mint mark, with its distinctive zinc spot on the obverse side, preserved in fine condition, has reached a jaw-dropping auction value of $163,000. Yes, $163,000 for a coin most people would mistake as pocket change. But this is no ordinary cent. This is a vault of wealth, a hidden fortune, a treasure chest, compacted into copper and history. And let me assure you, the market value of this cent is climbing every single day. Collectors know it, auction houses know it, and those lucky enough to own one know they are holding something far greater than a coin. They are holding a piece of destiny. So how do you make sure you don't miss a discovery like this? Start with every 1946 Lincoln wheat cent you come across. Look closely at the obverse, Lincoln's portrait side, for unusual markings or zinc spots. These marks, far from being defects, are your clues to hidden value. Then assess the condition, fine or better, with details still clear, is where the value explodes. And once you find one, treat it like the treasure it is. Store it properly, never attempt to clean it, and remember that patience in holding it will reward you greatly. Because every day the market climbs, and every day this treasure becomes more priceless. And there it is, the sixth and final jewel of today's treasure hunt, the 1946 Lincoln wheat cent, without mint mark, with its mysterious zinc spot and fine preservation, now commanding a staggering $163,000. Think about what we have seen today. 6 coins, each more extraordinary than the last. Dimes and cents, small in size but vast in value, each one a treasure chest that proves history, rarity, and uniqueness create fortunes beyond imagination. And this is why True Coin Value is here, to bring you faithful, truthful, and daily updates on the coins that can transform ordinary change into life-changing wealth. Remember, these are not myths. These are treasures alive in today's market. And who knows, the next treasure could already be hiding in your pocket. Don't miss a single update, because the world of rare coins is moving fast, and the fortunes are waiting for those who dare to look. Thanks for watching.